Alright, what is up y'all? We are here today finally for the actual battle for the semifinal match of the PBL, the Professional Pokemon Pancreas Pirate Poncho League. I've been adding one P every time if you haven't noticed, so help me keep track. Comments down below, how many P's am I at? Good God. But we did do a very detailed team builder yesterday. It went up about the same time this went up. I do encourage you to go check that out. I did put a solid amount of time and effort into this team, so I wanted to, actually be able to go through and break down thought processes and game plans and all that fun stuff. But yeah, if you're not about that life, I'm not really gonna go over the team, but you'll see it as it comes out. But as you can see, he did bring the exact same 6 that he brought last time, which was both a good and a bad thing, because as they were a solid 6 versus me, I know this man didn't just bring the exact same, sets and everything, so I'm assuming there's going to be some different items, different move sets, stuff like that. I am expecting the Hippo to have, excuse me, I'm expecting the Hippo to have the Iron Head, either Latios or Darmanitan. Pretty much has to be choiced. And then Primarina is, like, looking at my team, Primarina is so good versus me that if I had his team and I was battling me, I would lead with it. Like, it just has such a good matchup that nothing wants to switch in on those combination of attacks. So I'd probably just lead with it. So that was kind of the game plan going into it. I know that what I'm going to lead with definitely hard counters this Primarina. So we'll jump right into it. We'll see how this goes. And I am going to pause it from time to time because there's a lot of crucial moments of this battle that I kind of do want to take some time to explain. So we go against our buddy Kryptic Flash. He sends out the Primarina. Also, I know I didn't mention this already, but definitely check him out. His link is down below. You'd want to see his side of this battle because he did live comm, so it's going to be insane. So, quick pause. I know, right? We didn't make it very far into the battle before I paused it, but right now he did leave with the Primarina. Obviously, he just gets to click a move basically. I have no Scald switch in, because I believe Primarina gets Shadow Ball, and Moonblast is going to hurt a fuckload anyways too. Because you don't know, he could be Specs, he could be AV again, he could just be bulky leftovers, we don't know, we just don't know. So I'm actually Focus Sash on my Blacephalon, so I go for the Shadow Ball, just wanting to kind of show him that I can't really do much, so he does go for the Scald. And this Primarina is such a huge threat to my team. As you can see, look at my 6 that I have right there. I have nothing for this Primarina. So what I'm going to do is, I figured a fair trade is a fair trade, right? So we just go 1 for 1 right here, make it a nice 5-5 battle, explode on the Primarina. That thing, Primarina was way bigger of a threat to my team than Blacephalon was to his team. I am cool with this trade every day of the week. And 2 times on Sundays, as they say somehow. But so expect him to go into either his Hippo or his Mega Aggron. I go into the Omastar. Now, if you did see the team builder, you know this Omastar set's fucking crazy. So he's gonna Mega Evolve up, and we are just gonna go for a Spike. I want to force in the Delmise. This is gonna sound weird if you didn't watch the team builder, but I want to get the Omastar in versus the Delmise. So I'm gonna go for a Spike before I go for a Scald. Any potential burns and any chip damage on this thing is gonna be extremely helpful. But Rocks was a good play there. Also, he could have just Earthquaked, but I do live 2 of those, so I wasn't really too worried about it. But I do just go for a Scald on this turn, just trying to fish for a burn, trying to gauge his damage. He should just be Spadef, which I believe that is, because that did just a little bit over 25%. But we don't get the burn, so he is going to do a little under half to us, which with our investment, we do have just enough to take that nice and comfortably, baby girl, you know what I'm saying? So now he's going to be like, yeah, I'm going to get burned, so I'm switching out. So he goes hard into Ahoy, his Delmise. Nice, shiny, Anky boy. And I'm just going to go for the Skull. I'll have free turns for days on this thing here in a minute if all goes as planned, so a potential burn is very nice regardless. We do get the potential burn. It's not a potential burn anymore. It is now a kinetic burn. That is a science joke. You're welcome. But, yeah, so he takes the burn. We see he's leftovers. So, no Assault Vest. We probably could have known from that damage. But we go for the fucking Reflect type. Omastar! We go for the fucking Reflect type. We are now spin blocking this man. We are now resisting his Power Whip. And we have the Ghost Resist Berry. So we are completely 1v1ing this Delmise right now. We see that he is not Assault Vest. Ice Beam is going to take him down in 2 hits. He's burned, so obviously even though I do pretty much wall him with this set, even his Shadow Claw isn't going to be doing anything to us. So he goes for the Synthesis, I guess just figuring we would go for the Ice Beam or something like that, or maybe, you know, just checking intentions. And we're getting full hazards versus this. I'm going to make it a priority to get up all of my motherfucking hazards. So we already have 2 layers of spike up. I'm going to go for the Ice Beam right here. Just get some damage, see what kind of damage we're working with. And he actually goes for the Power Whip, which was very, very odd because I'm the same type as him. So that did literally 10 damage, I believe. I didn't watch it, but it looked like about 10 damage. So with the burn, he's still below half. And we are in the process of 1v1ing a Delmise with an Omastar. Things you will only see on Shayquaza 56 motherfucking 43's channel is 1v1ing a Delmise with an Omastar. Okay, I'm done tooting my dick now. I'm sorry. I was just really proud of this set. I made this way back in the day in Season 1 of the PCP, and I've wanted to bring it so bad ever since, and I finally got the opportunity to, and it's like my son just like won a baseball trophy or something, you know, like I'm just so glad that this worked and did well. But yeah, so 2 Ice Beams is just going to take this thing down. This is his Rapid Spinner, obviously. I don't think he has enough room for defog on Lottie, so I don't expect that to be that. So speaking of Lottie, he's going to go out. We got 3 layers of spike up, by the way. That's going to be chipping down 25% on all of his mons, which is amazing. So he can just go for the Psychic. Omastar, you have done your job. You deserve this rest. You are the Lord Helix. You are... Oh man, you are just something else. I'm gonna get an Omastar tattoo now. Yeah, so I can just go on the Diancie. I'm a bulky rock polish set. I have enough HP basically to be able to live any hit, even if it is going to be an HP steal or a steel wing. I was kind of fearing the Dragon Dance. We do talk about that in the team builder as well. A Dragon Dance set kind of blows me back, so that's actually why I went rock polish. So he does just go for the hidden power steal, and I know I can live this. I can blow him away with a Moonblast, but yeah, we get crit. So Diancie did nuckin' futhing versus him, and now I have to go into Shitty Kitty, which is the Alolan Persian. But if you look at his team, nothing really wants to take anything from Alolan Persian, and if he does want to go into something like Hippo, I have Taunt and Toxic for that, so it's not going to hurt my feelings if he wants to do that. So he's going to take a nice 25% from spikes, and check this shit out. Foul play, stab foul play from my Shitty Kitty does like 24%. So this is a roll. I'm going for it. I'm built to 1v1 this thing, so I don't care what he wants to do. And we do take out the Mega Aggron thanks to our spikes and our previous chip from the Scald. So now he goes into Darmanitan, and looking at the calcs, even if he's Life Orb, he doesn't OHKO me with anything. So I can just go for a foul play. Honestly, I probably should have Toxic, but just in case he did want to stay in and go for that superpower, I wasn't about to risk it, so I did just go for the foul play. Just get some guaranteed chip off on something, you know. U-turn does do a pretty solid amount, but we do see that he is not, he didn't take any Life Orb recoil, so that's good. So we go for the foul play on this guy, and that's going to take him down to a little below half. Last time this thing was a bit of a problem, just because of how bulky it is. It's really hard to wear down, so having Taunt and Toxic on this thing is really going to help out. But he actually withdraws, I guess predicting a switch, and he doubles out into the Latios. So I click Toxic. Any chip damage on this guy is going to be amazing. I outspeed him, and obviously I'm immune to a Psychic move, so he kind of has to go for Draco to kill me, and that gives me a setup potential with my other Pokemon, so that's fine. So we go for the foul play. I'm going to do about 60% to him, says the calc, but yeah, I think he has 31 attack IVs, because that did like fucking 90% to this man, and that is just crazy. So he does go for the Draco. He takes out our Shady Kitty. That does get rid of our Z parting shot, which is unfortunate, but I mean, whatever. You know, we got a lot of damage on his team. We got the Lottie poisoned, and we actually did find out later that he was Focus Sash. So the crit on Diancie didn't really matter as much. It just would have, I guess, expedited the process. But we are weakness policy, kind of bulky Zygarde. So if he wants to drop a Draco, if he wants to go for Ice Beam, he wants to try to get damage on me, I am going to win the game right here. But I think he was up to my he knew my shenanigans. So he did go out into Grumpy Lumps and take the chip, as I did go for the Dragon Dance. So now I'm really wishing I had switched around my my Z move like I did last time. Last time I had Z Outrage, and this time I went for Z Parting Shot. So Outrage, if he is Spadef with like if he's just like the standard calc set, Outrage is like a 90% chance to kill. I don't actually know his exact spread, but he messaged me during this battle and said he lived at literally 1 HP. So we are not exactly getting lucky versus this man. And it is at this point in the match, it was a little annoying because I think I was playing pretty well, and I think that the game was going relatively according to plan, and we are actually down 2-3 right now. But in my head, it kind of still seems like we're doing what we need to do, you know. So we do get confused, and he actually goes for the slack off, which is perfect because if I don't take any more damage, I'm still out of range of the -2 Draco, or an Ice Fang from this guy, or I forget what his third mon is. I think it's Darmanitan. So, but we can still live any attack from Darmanitan as well. So the potential to sweep with Young Squishy there is very real. So we're Slowbro, which is just honestly pretty solid versus his last remaining team because the Latios will die to Toxic, and then a Darmanitan in this. So basically, as soon as I got the opportunity to switch into it, I did. I'm bold, max defense. I can eat these earthquakes for days, and as long as he doesn't, as long as he isn't also rest talk, I think we should be fine. So he just fires off an earthquake, not going for the Toxic, which kind of shocked me because I thought he would definitely want Toxic to wear this thing down, unless this man predicted me to be rest talk Slowbro. Then, but I think if that was the case, he would have brought Roar and probably just gone for it right there. So I don't actually know. Maybe he just didn't have either of them. Maybe he went for like a more offensive variant while still having, you know, some investment. But I know I can live one more. I'm up a Calm Mind, which puts me out of range of Draco and Thunderbolt from Lottie, which again will die to Toxic. So I can just go for the rest here. And as I clicked rest, I looked at my PP and I forgot to PP max only this Pokemon. All the other 5 were all PP maxed. So looking at it, I only have 10 Sleep Talks, which in hindsight, that's still 5 go-throughs of, you know, rest and whatnot, but I really didn't want to make this a Stolly battle. I could probably go for the 2-0 and just boost up all the way with Slowbro because he has a really, really hard time breaking this, but I didn't really want to do that, especially not to my boy Kryptic. We had such a good game last time. I'm not trying to be that guy. I'm not trying to make this 20-minute battle, you know, a 50-minute battle, but we do just go. I am going to do it at least once, though. That being said, I'm going for it this time. So we do get the Sleep Talk roll on the Calm Mind. So we're definitely out of range. Barring a crit, we're living anything right now, and I think he knows it's not very safe to bring in Lottie right now, just because if I Sleep Talk a Scald, then that's wasted, and that's the best thing he has to break this. So I'm also Rocky Helmet. I did forget to mention that. So if Darmanitan comes in and hits me with anything other than an Earthquake, then he is going to take 25% from the spikes and 16% from the helmet. So yeah. But we actually go for another Calm Mind, which now it's definitely 100% dying. If I remember correctly, at +2, it was like a roll to kill, and then at +3, it's like guaranteed. So we're doing good on the rolls. But rather than just go for the rest again, I'm not trying to do all that. So I could and play the Sleep Talk game, but I'm just gonna go for the Scald. Honestly, I don't really care. Just come in and kill me. Because if he kills me with Lottie, then he has to go into Darm. If he kills me with Darm, he takes Rocky Helmet and puts himself in E-Speed range. So the game is basically mine at this point, barring crits. So all we have to do is, well, not barring crits. I guess barring something crazy, I think is the best way to put it. So he U-turns out, which if he didn't, I actually don't know how much Earthquake did, but he takes a lot of chip damage, so he's definitely in E-Speed range when he comes back in, which is just perfect for me. So he actually U-turns out. This is actually probably the best potential turn that could have happened for me, thinking about it, because he U-turns into the Lottie, which is toxic, so it will, you know, it takes the toxic damage into the turn and dies. So basically, that was all I had to worry about, even though it wasn't E-Speed range anyways. But yeah, Dimbrows comes back out, takes a nice 25% from those spikes. Takes 25%. There we go. Okay, and he's in E-Speed range, so we do pick up the W. We do pick up the W versus Kryptic Flash for our rematch in the semifinals, and it feels good. Let me tell you, that was definitely a tough battle, and it came down pretty clutch. Not even gonna lie, man. That was great. Kryptic, if you're watching this, solid battle. Good golly. Like I messaged him a little bit after the battle, and I was like, dude, I'm like fucking shaking from nerves and hype and excitement and shit right now. Like that was so like, I don't know. Just whenever you spend a lot of time on something and whenever it finally comes time to put all that plan into action and it works, it's a good feeling, you know. So that was a solid game. Again, that was just everybody performed well. Everybody on the squad did great except Diancie. You got crit like a little bitch, but she did solid work last game. So it was her time to not do much. But yeah, I think every Pokemon got a kill except for Diancie. So that's cool. But yep, definitely go ahead and check out Kryptic. If you went back and watched my team builder, he also does team builders. I totally stole his I totally jocked his swag for the team builder thing, because he was the only one in the PBL doing one before the game every time. So check out his team builder, check out his battle. I'm gonna go, like, as soon as this goes up, I'm gonna assume that his is up as well. So I'm gonna go watch, and I want to see this man's reaction whenever Reflect type omastar came out and started stacking hazards. Oh man, but definitely check him out. And then, yeah, I think we'll go ahead and end it there. Go ahead and like, go ahead and subscribe, do all that bullshit. Thank you guys for watching. We are, we're growing at a relatively steady pace now, which is it just warms my fucking heart, let me tell you. So, thanks everyone, and if you're new, and you made it this far, you're the real MVP. Appreciate you, and, bye forever.